If you are starting here, I recommend that you go back and watch the other two videos that go first and second in this series. And in this video, I will be discussing some different 3D design sustained investigation examples. For each example, I will show you a collage of images that the student submitted, along with the rationale from the AP Reader for the score that they got, the year that they turned it in, and then what the student had to write in their written reflection. That way you can see some examples of different students and what they have done in the past. In the first video, I read this slide in detail, but I will hit the high points here one more time. So a concentration or sustained investigation is a related body of works. It needs to explore a visual idea in depth, and you will turn in 15 images, but maybe not necessarily 15 sculptures. Some of those images may be details or process. It should reflect your process of investigation, and we will actually talk more about investigation and inquiry later on in the semester. It is not a collection of class projects. So while something you make for a class project might fit in your portfolio, that is not what you are supposed to be doing for all of your pieces. You should explore something that is personal and a central interest of yours as intensively as possible, but do stay away from things that are trendy if they are not personally meaningful to you. You may work with any idea in any medium that addresses three-dimensional issues. So that means you can work in clay, but you can also use other mediums and materials as needed. Your concentration should grow out of your idea and demonstrate growth and discovery through conceptually related work. So your idea should not drastically change. It might morph a little bit or become a little bit more detailed throughout your exploration. But your style might evolve a little bit, or the techniques that you use might evolve a little bit, and hopefully your work looks better the later on that you make it. That is the goal. Readers are interested not only in the work, but also in your evidence of thinking and the development of your work. So make sure that you're keeping track of things in your sketchbook. All right, so this portfolio right here, and let me move my little box out of the way. So this theme is fertility and the female form. So if you look, this is a rather abstract representation of fertility and the female form. All right, and this student actually made a 6 in 2012. Now, like I have said, I feel like 2012 was so long ago that they have actually got stricter or harsher in their scoring. So I think that this same portfolio today would actually make a 5 instead of a 6, because I don't know about you, but for me, it's a little bit hard to understand how these different representations of animals relate to femininity and fertility. I can definitely see it in that sculpture in the top left, but then it gets a little bit confusing with the other sculptures. All right, so the rationale for the score is the theme of the female figure is a cultural symbol. As a cultural symbol of fertility is explored with great sophistication through both form and materials. So apparently I'm not sophisticated since I don't understand the relationship there. Every decision from scale to material to cultural reference has been deeply considered. I would agree with that, and I would like to point out that this student's variation of scale is probably what helped them score even higher. So one thing I see a lot of 3D students do is they make everything about the same size because that's what they're comfortable with because of ceramics. But I would encourage you to play with scale. So make some pieces small and make some pieces large. Don't try to make all of your pieces very large though, because you probably won't have time to finish all of them. They say that their work is ambitious in scale and a range of materials are handled with excellent skill and understanding. Definitely true. The commentary is engaging and further eliminates the thinking behind this impressive body of work. Materials are chosen not only for the visual and tactile properties, but also for the metaphorical meaning and cultural associations. The work reaches a level of excellent quality, which I would definitely agree with. That student rationale was also not available on the AP website, so we will just go straight into the next portfolio. All right, so this portfolio's theme is our relationship with insects, and if you look at each one of the pieces, you can see different insects. And this portfolio scored a 5 in 2013. I think that in 2013, they were still being a little bit more forgiving or generous with their scores. So I think that this portfolio would actually make a 4 today. But at the time that this was submitted, it scored a 5. So the rationale for the score says that it is a clear and evocative topic, and it is presented through most of the work. The students' original ideas transform the viewer's association with bugs. The activation of physical space in several pieces shows a strong understanding of 3D design principles. The work is technically strong, and in most of the work, materials and media are used expressively to convey ideas. Images 1 and 9, however, are more conventional. So they think it's a little cliche is what they're saying there. Images 6, 7, and 10 demonstrate expertise and skill. Casting, soldering, and joinery are used to express a multiplicity of ideas through a common theme. Image 10 uses a kinetic element to explore the fourth dimension, time. So if you can explore the fourth dimension in your AP portfolio, it will definitely help your scores. So yes, it is 3D design, but if you can incorporate the passage of time into your pieces as well, that will really impress the judges. All right, and we're going to stop there and I will get into the last several portfolios in the next video. If you are wondering what a 6 looks like, hang in there because it's coming up soon.